Howdy folks, TJ here. Wanted to have another little discussion kind of video. And that thought is, this computer right here, the Spectrum Next, is it all that and a bag of potato chips? Now I know you folks over there don't call them potato chips. I think you call them crisps. Something like that. That does sound good. I mean, I like crispy food, so I'm fine with that. But potato chips here in California, United States, bag, and it's potatoes normally, or something of that type, and you slice them up and fry them. Potato chips. I'm hungry. We have no potato chips in the house. But this video is about, is the Next all that? And you may say, well, it's TJ. He's like the #1 fan of Spectrum Next. Well, not really, but you know I'm totally excitable about it. I'm probably up in the top 100. I would guess, I don't know. I love the Spectrum Next. In the end, though, it's just a computer. So I have never been, even back in the day when I was a youngster, I was never, oh, the Amiga is stinky. Oh, the Atari is the best. I was never that type. Because all of these things, computers, devices, did neat things. And I can always, like with whether it's even politics or religion or anything, I can always pick from it. There's always, I got something in my mouth. Maybe it's hair because I'm a hairy SOB. I could always pick out a few good points. Typically, there's always some good points, at least for me, in everything. So you can pick out, well, this Amiga was wonderful for video or whatever. And the Atari was power without the price. I got some of my glasses too. So there's all these things. And I've never been one to dog on any other platforms. They all, for somebody, were it. The bee's knees is another word I like to say. But back to it, is the Spectrum Next all that? For me, yes. For you, maybe not. There's all sorts of different people, brackets of ages, what they like doing. I'm going to tell you why I love the Next, why it excites me, and maybe the reason I'm kind of making this little quick video, hopefully I can keep it around 10 minutes, is I've seen some videos lately about, you know, is the Next successful? I don't know if there's specifically, I gotta comb my beard I'm wearing. It's time to trim my beard. It's starting to get into my mouth. The Spectrum Next, you know, is it a failure or is it a success? Everybody's going to have their different ideas on that. None of them right. None of them wrong. They are whatever the beholder feels they are. Now, there could be some stats and some numbers you can throw behind it, but I don't give a shit about stats and numbers. Ultimately, does it make you happy? That's all you should care about. And that it's not affecting or ruining anybody else's life, right? You enjoy it. For me, I'm in my mid-50s. I know I look 80, but I'm in my mid-50s. I'm a child of the 60s, mostly 70s of when I came of age. And I was in that great time for the computer to be born as we know it today, and things added to it, games, all those things were such a hoot. Another word I like to use. They're fun, and I love to capture that essence. As you get older, your lifespan starts getting less, and you start having memories of these old things that, you know, makes you feel good. Most humans enjoy feeling good about something. They probably most don't feel good about negativity or bad things. Most of us are going to say, hey, this piece of cake tastes damn good. Hey, this beer tastes good. You typically try to strive for things that make you happy. The Speccy Next popped into my life around 2018 or whenever they introduced it. Now, I'm in the United States, so Sinclair and Spectrum wasn't a big deal. But I started looking at the people behind it, watching some of the videos about it, and it made me excited because I've always been kind of a creative person, and when I was younger, I wanted to make a video game for my Atari 800. I started making Invasion of the Cloud people for it. But at that age I was, it started being, oh, girls look damn good. hot cars, fast cars look good, so I started going that direction. So it never happened. I started learning to code in a basic on Atari, and I started making a game, got a little bit into it, but again, life took over, and I was a teen, a pubescent teen. I liked girls, and I went for a different direction. Now I'm married over 30 years, 32 to be exact, been with the same lady for 35, and, you know, I don't have excess time still. I still am a working individual. I still have to go to work and get paid, but I do have times where I want to let my creativity out. The YouTube channel is one of those. I like to play video games and swear and meet friends and chat with you and get some feedback on this and that, whatever it may be. And the next was an opportunity that I saw a enhanced basic that maybe would be a little easier for me, even over above the missile player graphics and all that on the Atari. That was exciting. So I jumped in, and I'm glad I did, because I've made my first game, actually made 2 games now, one on this older Speccy 48K basically, and one for the Next, that's Next specific. So that is why it attracted me. The people behind it, the computer looks sexy as all hell. Now that's subjective. To somebody else, they may say, I think this computer's sexier, like a Commodore 64. A bread basket looks sexier. Now, I think they may be crazy in the head, because no way. Even my Commodore-loving friends would probably say no way. But yeah, everybody has their own opinions of what's pretty, what girl they think's prettier, all that stuff. But the Spectrum Next, the keyboard, the group behind it, Next Basic, that it would be easy to program a game, and it was 28 megahertz capable. All these things got me all excited. I'm glad I've been in on this ride. For those that have been in on this ride and haven't received their Nexts yet, that's another thing to kind of discuss, is that, yeah, I can kind of understand we've got to wait another year. It's disappointing. It's hard to wait. I'm a lucky one to actually have one, and I've been enjoying now for a couple years or whatever. I don't know what my life would have been like if I hadn't had the Next in my life for the last couple of years. I'm sure I would be okay, because, and I'll say this firmly, they're just computers. I would rather have happiness, my wife, my dogs, my mom, dad, friends, good food, good vittles, good beer, good booze. There's a lot more important than a damn plastic computer. That being said, you can still enjoy hobbies. You can still be positive for it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If your MO is that you want to show your negative spin on things about it, that's fine. That's your prerogative. I don't think I've seen anybody really negative, per se. They may have their opinions about if it's a failure, if it's good. I mean, I think one of the things that I've seen about it is, why aren't you selling these in shops? Why haven't even more been sold, even though they did, 4,000 the first run and 8,000 the second? I mean, there's over 10,000 of these eventually going to be out there. That is a bitching quantity for a hobby market. Is this going to be Commodore selling millions back in the day? No, and I don't think anybody expects that. Could there be more software and more games and more developers? Absolutely. But people have lives outside these computers, and most of the people making this happen have lives outside of it, and they're putting their hard work and time into making it for chaps like me that wanted to program and make their first game. So I find it a success. Have there been some failures along the way? Sure. I mean, you can add all sorts of reasons why, but that's not what this video is about. It's overall, is it the bee's knees? Is it a bag of potato chips or better for me? And yeah, it's been awesome experience. And I can't wait for my second Next to arrive. I'll have 2. One is a backup and one newer one that will hopefully take care of a couple issues the original one had. So yeah, that's just basically what, kind of a little bit of a rambling session, but, you know, you'll see videos of people saying, or they look to be negative about it, but it's just their opinion. Take it for what it is. They're not forcing it down your throat. You don't have to watch their videos, but if you like to be entertained, if you like to be informed, I would say try to watch some of these videos, because some points are valid. Even if you don't agree with all of them, you may agree with that one little thing. Like I was saying, every religion, every politician, every whatever has got one good thing. Maybe you hate politics, but that politician used a Sinclair and you love Sinclair. So at least there's one little itsy bitsy piece of that politician you like. Now, I've gotten to a point where I'm hating most politicians, but not every single one is bad. They still may have some bad stuff in their arena. Skeletons in their closet. I think we all do, don't we? I mean, I actually have a skeleton in the other room, but that's for another story. So, yeah, I love the Spectrum Next still. It is that, and it's all that, and it's a bag of potato chips, a whole bunch of bag of potato chips for me because I think it looks great. It is still working great. And I enjoy using it, and I use it frequently. And I look forward to when the next batch goes out and we have another 8,000 new people. And if all 8,000 of them being sold, or was it 5,000? I've kind of lost numbers. Maybe it's 5, no, it's 8, something like that. There's a hell of a lot of them sold, and I can't wait because some of them are going to be getting it for the first time, and they're going to be scratching their head. I'm sure some of them may just sell it before they even open it. Some of them may get it and play with it once and stick it in a closet. I think one of the videos I watched was kind of like that. They got it and they're like, eh. And that's fine because that's their life. Maybe for their life right now, it's and I can understand that because when I wake up in the morning, I go to bed and I have sleep apnea. And it's a central one too, so it's not just an obstructive thing. It's, hey, stop breathing for a little while, what the hell? And so I don't sleep well. So I'll go to bed at midnight, and right beforehand I was looking at stuff that I'm into, my hobbies, and I want to get this next, and watching videos, and I go to bed all excited, and then in the morning, because I'm not as much of a morning person, around 5, 6 o'clock I wake up and scratch my ass and all that stuff like you probably do, and I'm not in the mood for anything. I don't like Nexts. I don't like Ataris. I don't like my wife. I hate my dogs because they drive me crazy. For a little while, until I get my coffee, I don't like anything. So in the morning time, don't ask me if I like something because it's going to change. So for that person that ended up trying it once and ended up selling it, maybe that's their morning situation, you know? Or maybe for them, it's just not the bee's knees. But there's thousands of people that have these and have purchased them, and it is one of those things that they love using. Like I say, when you go to a party, the party is what you bring to it. If you're the type that doesn't mingle, doesn't try to chat with folks, and just sits in a corner, you may be bored. You're going to sit there. Don't do that. Mingle, chat, tell some jokes, drink a little bit to loosen yourself up, go and chat with people and make the party fun. So that's what I do. I try to bring fun to the Next and my YouTube channel and my videos, and that's why it's exciting for me. But I can't expect that same excitement to be for somebody else because maybe that person that's going to sell it for 400 pounds or whatever, they're going to use that and go buy something that will bring them excitement and happiness, and that's good. They should be excited and happy. The more happy people, I think it'd be a good thing. So anyway, that's the video. Did I make any sense? I think I did. But anyway, yeah, I love the Next. And I continue to look forward to when the next one comes out. And I look forward to making even more new friends over the coming years. And I feel that it's been a success because people are using them. And if one person likes it, it's a success in my book. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.